All right. I've verified that my course has been created on Canvas, on WeBWorK, sorry. So if I go to the WeBWorK website, webwork.lib.jmu.edu, I can see that my course has been created. So here we are. I have a course. So I'm going to go through and show you what will happen now to be able to continue using my course. If I'm in Canvas, it's really easy now for me to be able to log into my WeBWorK course. I can just click on the link. It says load so that I can go to WeBWorK in a new window, and I've logged in. That's all I need to do. So this is a blank Canvas or WeBWorK course. You can see that there aren't any assignments made. There's this area over here that's some information about the course. It's currently blank. I would like to add just a little bit, so let's show the process. I'll edit that. I just want to quickly put something in here. So this is the WeBWorK course for Math 234 in spring 2018. I'll go back and I'll update that later. So now we can see that that information shows up now in this little panel. This is what shows up when they see their homework sets. If you want additional information, just go ahead and edit that. Let's create a quick assignment so we can see that process. I'm going to let's just create something here. So this is a temp assignment. I'm going to delete this later because I don't really want this one. But there aren't any courses currently in my set. I'm going to create a new assignment. So this assignment has been created and assigned only to me. Just to show you really quickly, here's this class list editor. You can see who's in the class right now. These are all WeBWorK administrators. So we've got the generic administrator. Kane and I are both administrators, and John Short is one of the IT individuals who helps maintain the server. So anyway, those are the administrators. You'll show up there as well because I'm an administrator and the instructor. I'm the only one who shows up there. You can delete the administrators if you want, but then they can't get in and help with resolving any issues, but you don't need to worry about them at all. So let me go back to that problem set. So I go back to my library browser, select the assignment that I created, and I can choose sorry, some of this is off the screen because my window's not filling my full screen, but let's create a calculus assignment. Might as well do limits. Let's do some limits that involve factoring. And I can see that there are 82 problems in the library. Let's view those problems. So it's going into the library and it's accessing that collection of problems, and now it will show me some of those problems. So this new browser, let me see. All right, so here are a couple things I want to illustrate. This first problem is a single problem. When there's a box around a problem, that's the way WeBWorK currently shows that there are multiple versions related to this problem. So this M is the indicator. If I want to see all of the versions of this problem, I'll click on the M and this box expands, and I can now see quite a few that are considered. There's someone who's been going through and making note of problems that can be categorized as related. Looks like all of these are maybe higher powers that need to be factored, difference of cube, difference of a fourth power. I'm not sure how they decided to classify them. But I can choose some of these. Yeah, I like this one, so I'm going to add that. We can see that it's now in my target set right here. And my problem set now has just one. If I want to collapse this, I'm going to click, and now I'm back to just a single version. Let's see what other problems I might have. Oh, this looks good. Here's a quadratic that factors. Let's see what others there might be. A comment about these problems: most of these problems are designed so that the coefficients are randomized, so not every student is going to see exactly this problem. They'll see a variation of it. These are probably different people have coded the exact same problem. That's why they built this so it collapses. Let's do one more. All right, so I have 3 problems in my problem set. I can now edit this problem set. I can either go through this button at the top, edit the target set, or I could go indirectly through the homework sets editor. Let's go and see what we have. So I now get to see this homework set. The default open date is a week away. This visible flag, this is going to be important. When a student first logs into your WeBWorK course from Canvas through an external tool, their account is created, and every homework set that is marked as visible, they're going to be assigned. And so many of us maybe have gone through in the past, created multiple homework sets and made all of them visible because we don't want to forget that step later. And then we assign them to all the students as we need. Well, this is a change. Any problem set that's marked visible, the first time a student logs in, they're going to be automatically enrolled. So if I'm preparing a bunch of assignments for the future, and I don't want students to have those because I haven't finished creating all of those problems, I probably want to mark this as not visible until I'm ready to assign it to all the students. This is going to be my first assignment. I want students to see this when they first enroll. I'm going to leave this as marked visible. I'm going to mark this as opening the first day of class. Probably not at midnight, so let's make that at 8 a.m. And now, when do I want students to have this done by? So let's make it due Friday at midnight. That sounds good to me. So there's another field here. After a problem set has been closed, I may want to make it so that students can see the correct answer. My tradition is that I like that to be the same as when the student's problem set is due. So as soon as it's closed, that next minute, they could go back and see what the correct answers were. Some people like that to be a week later, or maybe not at all. So, all right. Some problems have hints. I always leave it so that they can see the hints when they're made available. If you want to change that, you could. All right, so this is a set description. This is going to show up as a explanation. I often forget to type anything here, but just to show, let's put something here. So this is the first practice set. Finish this by the first week. All right. The set header, this is the instructions associated with the problem set. I often just leave this as a default header, or there's an option here to pick various headers. This, a simple combined header file, is a good choice. Keeps it really short. So there's one, this first one is what shows up when they are doing it online. The hard copy is what happens when they create a PDF. So I'll just make that same thing for both. All right, so here are the problem sets, or the 3 problems. If I want to see what those problems were and remind myself, I can hit render all. It will now go down and show me what the problems look like. And I would like to change the order. And so this is something new. I can grab this and just rearrange the order. And let's put problem 3 here and problem 2. So I've reassigned the order, and I'd like to save those changes. All right. So now if I go to homework sets, when a student first logs in, they're going to see this temp assignment. when they click on it, let's see, where are... I don't really know where that description shows up. I've never actually done anything there. Guess that set description never gets used for the students. Maybe I'll figure that out. Okay, so this set info, this is the what happened to that set header. So the simple one has this very simple thing. It shows the time when it's due and a link to what things students can type. Right, so this homework set is not assigned to anybody but me. When you're doing this normally, you would need to be sure that you assign this to all of your current students. And then any new students that log in after the fact, they'll be automatically assigned because this problem set is visible. Again, if this is marked as not visible, students, when they first enroll in the course, will not be assigned. You'll need to be sure to assign them either through this Assign to All Current Users, or you can go to Instructor Tools and you can say, for the temp assignment, I want to assign all of these users. And I can now click this button, Assign Temp Assignment to all of these users. If you have multiple assignments, you can assign all of the, you can select multiple assignments and assign it to all of the users if you want. So let's assign that. We can see now, if I go and look at the assignments, now all of my users are assigned to those assignments. All right, so when a student goes into Canvas and they log in, when they click on this Go to WeBWorK, they will see, because that course was visible, they will have been assigned to it and they'll have access to those problems.